living organisms. You can see these pictures. Several types of organisms are shown here. In our surroundings, we find different types of plants and animals. All these organisms which we find in our surroundings, they are made up of cells. Okay, so cells are called structural units of living organisms. Okay. We also find certain single cells which live on their own. These are unicellular organisms. Here, Paramecium amoeba, they live on their own. So, we find numerous varieties of organisms in nature, and they are made up of cells. Now, unicellular organisms. Uni means single. Here, single cell constitute the whole organism. Here you can see this one is a picture of Chlamydomonas. This one, these are the cells of bacteria. In the earlier slide I have shown you, here is amoeba and paramecium. Okay, all these are unicellular organisms. In this case, the single cell constitute the whole organism. Multicellular organisms. Multi means many. Okay, so many cells group together in a single body and they assume different functions, and also they form different parts in the body. Okay, so multicellular organisms are made up of many cells. These many cells group together in a single body, they assume different functions and they form different parts in the body, and the examples are fungi, plants, animals. In the surroundings we find several types of multicellular plants and animals, and the fungi are here. This is the example Penicillium. This is a multicellular fungus, and this one is Aspergillus. Okay, this one is also a multicellular fungus. Okay, every multicellular organism has come from a single cell, and that is possible because of cell division. You can look here the picture of mitosis. This is a type of cell division. In this, a single parent cell divides to produce two same type of daughter cells. So we can conclude that cells arise from pre-existing cells. This one is an important statement. Can you think of humans evolved from which single cell? The answer is zygote. Okay, zygote undergoes repeated mitotic divisions to form embryo. Okay, and embryo further develops into fetus, and the fetus develops into child. Okay, so this is how human child develops from a single cell that is called zygote. It is actually a fertilized egg. Now, some organisms can also have cells of different kinds. You can see here the picture of various cells from human body. This is smooth muscle cell. These are the blood cells, nerve cell. This is ovum. This is bone cell. This is sperm cell, and this is fat cell. All these cells, they have different shapes, different sizes. So an organism can have cells of different kinds, and different shapes and sizes of these cells are related to their function in that particular organism. The shape and size of cells are related to specific function that they perform. If we take an example here, amoeba, it do not have a definite shape. It is irregular. This is an irregular shape of amoeba. With the help of pseudopodia, it can engulf the food materials present in the surrounding water medium. It can change its shape to do this, and this engulfing of food materials is called phagocytosis. Okay. Now, if we look here about the nerve cell has long and branched structure. You can see here this is elongated branched structure of nerve cell. Okay, you can see this is how long and branched structure is seen in nerve cell. Okay, now this elongated structure of nerve cell helps in transmission of nerve impulses from one part of the body to another part. This length can extend up to 1 meter in humans. Okay, now moving to the next. Each living cell performs certain basic functions, and this is possible because of the cell organelles present inside the cells. We find division of labor in humans. Like heart pumps blood, stomach is for digestion of food materials. So this an example of division of labor in humans. Similarly, we find division of labor inside each living cell, and different organelles present inside the cell, they are performing different functions. Some of the organelles are involved in making new materials in the cells, and some of the organelles are involved in removing the waste materials from the cells. So like this, different organelles are performing different functions, that is division of labor within a cell, and all these cell organelles constitute the basic unit called the cell. All cells have same organelles no matter what is their function or in which organisms they are found. This is all about today's video. If you are new to my channel, subscribe for more videos. If you liked it, share it with your friends. I'll be back with more videos. Have a great day. Thank you all.